What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to L2 Sports. In this video, me and my brother Lawson are going to be predicting the 2020 NFL playoffs. Basically how this works is we have 30 seconds to explain how we think Basically how this works is that we both have 30 seconds to explain how we think each game is going to go, and then that keeps going up to the Super Bowl, obviously, and we both say who we think is going to win the Super Bowl. But with all that being said, let's get straight into it. While this might look like it's an easy win for the Buffalo Bills because they have a home field advantage with, I believe, fans entering the stadium and just one heck of a football team in general, don't underestimate the Colts and especially their defense. But I will say the Bills win this game. I think they're just a better team and they advance. No, I'm definitely not salty about the fact that this could have been Dolphins at Bills. But anyway, so we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Buffalo Bills. I will admit this would be a better game than Dolphins at Bills, but we do have a really interesting matchup here. Colts had a good season. Bills are also having a really good season. I just can't really see the Colts doing anything here in the Bills Stadium. It's going to be really cold. Josh Allen's rolling, and I'll predict the Bills win. This is definitely one of the more interesting matchups I have seen, at least in a long time. Titans and Ravens, they have faced each other in the playoffs last year. The Titans pulled off a big upset. Seemingly, the Titans love to win playoff games, apparently. Lamar Jackson doesn't. And I'm actually going to pick that to happen again. I do like Lamar Jackson, but I think the Titans actually advance and play the Kansas City Chiefs. This is definitely the most interesting matchup in my opinion. Man, I've gone so back and forth with this matchup. Sometimes I think Titans will win, sometimes I think Ravens will win. These teams just have really good games or big upsets against each other, but it usually always falls in the Titans' favor. But can they stop a very red-hot Ravens team? Honestly, this time, no. I'm actually going to pick the Ravens to win. An AFC North playoff game with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland the Cleveland Browns just made the playoffs. Holy crap, I'm so happy for them. I want them to win this game. I want them to be a winner, but I'm not predicting them to win the game. I do think the Steelers are a little more experienced, and I think they're even just a more proven team, and they advance. We always love a very good divisional matchup, but this one is the Steelers and the Browns, who just met last week, only this time it's in Pittsburgh. Now, to me, the Browns' whole COVID situation and the fact that Kevin Stefanski isn't even going to be coaching is a pretty big blow for this team, who actually kept it pretty close to a Steelers team that was playing a lot of backups. So I think with the experience of the Steelers and just in general, I think they're a little more proven and talented. I'm going to pick the Steelers to win. This was another playoff game that happened last year, the Titans at the Chiefs, and I think it's going to happen again. It's just not the AFC Championship. My gut is telling me the Titans are going to pull off an upset. I don't know why, I just feel it will, but I'm not going to listen to my gut. I'm going to predict that the Chiefs do win this game. I think Patrick Mahomes in the offense is a little too good for this Titans mediocre defense, but I don't know. Don't be surprised if the Titans win. So I have the Ravens and the Chiefs. Now, this is probably not going to be as easy as it looks. I think anyone says it's easy, but you know what I mean. Like, the Chiefs have actually been struggling as of late. So if the Ravens can get off to a really big lead, it might not be as easy as it was against the Texans last year. I will pick the Chiefs because it's pretty hard to doubt them right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens can get up early and win. The Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be an interesting one, and because of how good the Steelers defense is, I definitely can see a world where Josh Allen does have some hiccups and he messes up the game and the Steelers win. But at the end of the day, I don't think the Steelers are red hot per se right now. They're actually kind of struggling. I think Josh Allen is not going to handle the Steelers, but he's just going to get past that defense and advance to the AFC Championship. Now, I think this is going to be a lot closer than it was in the regular season because the Steelers just have so much more experience than the Bills. I mean, I know they have experience kind of now, but, you know, I can definitely see, again, you know, a world where the Steelers defense makes it hard on the Bills, but I will take the Bills. I think it's just the Steelers offense has a little too many questions as they're a little sluggish at times, so I'll take the Bills to advance. The Bills' narrative this year was just ending a lot of droughts, like winning a Monday Night Football game in a long time, winning the division in a long time. If they go to the Super Bowl since forever, it would not surprise me, but usually conference championship games, the more experienced teams win that game, and I think it's going to happen here. The Kansas City Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl. Now, this is going to be a really good game. The Bills and the Chiefs. I think everyone's kind of just expecting fireworks in this one. Lots of points being scored over and over again. And neither teams really have like an elite defense. They don't have a bad defense per se, but they don't have an elite one. So I think it's just going to be back and forth points. But I will take the Chiefs. It's just kind of hard to doubt them at this point, and I'll say they just make another Super Bowl. Yeah, Saints fans, you're gonna get your cute little win to Mitch Trubisky, but I'm still not rooting for you. The Saints probably would rather have had the Cardinals make the playoffs because this Bears defense is still really, really good, and this passing offense has a few questions since they have their struggles throwing deep down the field. But let's also not forget that the Saints defense has been very good as well, probably better than the Bears defense actually. And I really just can't imagine Mitch Trubisky playing well against this defense, so I'll take the Saints to win. This is going to be a really good game. The Rams and the Seahawks, and in this game I was going back and forth. I didn't really know who was going to win, but I'm going to pick Seattle to win this game. Whether or not Jared Goff is healthy, I think Russell Wilson and the offense is going to be a little too much for the Rams. The Rams had themselves a great season, but I think Russ is going to cook in advance. I'll give myself a little pat on the shoulder because I actually predicted a Rams at Seahawks wildcard matchup to happen back in August. Now, in that video, I said the Seahawks would win. And I'm going to stick with that prediction because I think there's a little too much uncertainty with the Rams right now with the whole Jared Goff broken thumb thing. I mean, even if he does play, he's dealing with a broken thumb. While the Seahawks don't match up well with this team, I think they're still going to win. If there is the hardest wildcard matchup this week, it is definitely the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. Even though the Bucs are probably going to blow out the football team, I don't know. It really could go either way. I don't know. Tom Brady definitely might struggle against the Washington football team. I don't know. It could go either way. All right, yeah, Washington was pretty easy to root for. We all really are happy for Ron Rivera and Alex Smith. But let's be honest, this should probably never have been a playoff team in the first place. And they're running across a pretty hot Buccaneers team. I don't see this being pretty at all. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. This is definitely a playoff matchup we've been waiting to see for a long time. And here it is. This really could go either way, but I don't know. I just really think the Packers this year are just so much different than they were in years past. Aaron Rodgers is at a much higher level, and I think he advances and beats Tom Brady. So here I also have Tampa Bay at Green Bay. And yeah, this is an exciting one because you have Tom Brady against Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, like possibly the two GOATs at quarterback. So this will be fun to watch, but I'm going to take the Packers as well. I think the Bucs are finally starting to click, but it won't be enough for this Packers team. Another interesting NFC matchup in the playoffs with Russell Wilson versus Drew Brees. This is going to be a very good one. I know there's going to be a lot of, anger and fight from both teams. And I'm going to pick the upset. I actually think the Seahawks are going to win. I just think Russ is going to cook this defense like he usually cooks a lot of defenses, and he advances to the NFC Championship. All right, here we go. Seahawks and Saints. This is a really good matchup, and this is another one that can go totally opposite directions no matter what you pick. Really won't surprise me if the team I don't pick to win wins. I'm going to take the Saints here. I honestly just feel like they're playing better than Seahawks. And it's not going to surprise me if the Seahawks are a Super Bowl team, obviously, but for some reason, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. I'm just not buying it with the Seahawks. The Packers seemingly every year are always so close to reaching the Super Bowl, but they just get whooped every single time they're that freaking close. But I don't know, man. Aaron Rodgers seems to be so fired up and letting the Packers know, I am your franchise quarterback. He's playing at such a high level, and yes, this time I think they make the Super Bowl. So I have Saints and Packers in what is very, very likely going to be the final Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers matchup. And I think it'll probably get pretty emotional thinking about that for both these teams. And unfortunately for Saints fans, I think this is going to be Drew Brees' final game in the NFL as I take the Packers to advance to Super Bowl 55. Everyone wanted to see Mahomes versus Rodgers last year in the regular season, but that did not happen. So hopefully it happens here in the big game. And that same exact narrative that I said in the Packers-Seahawks game applies here. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man right now. I think he is definitely on his A game right now. He always was good, but he's going to be so freaking good. Sorry, Mahomes, but I think Rodgers is going to get his ring. Let's go. We're finally getting that Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers game we've been waiting for, and what better way to do it than have it in a Super Bowl? And if this isn't the most fun Super Bowl we've ever watched, I don't know what will be, because both of these quarterbacks are just magicians. It's gonna go back and forth. I will take Kansas City because they're just so hard to doubt and just put away. It'll be so close, but I will take the Chiefs. But that's our prediction. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you check out all of our other channels and videos as we have a schedule for when those videos come out. And that's all we gotta say. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys all stay safe, and let's get ready for some 2020 playoff football.